out for this bastard as well. Carbon dioxide is probably going to end up going to the south, isn't it? It's going to get to the bottom. So we will do a bit to this. That'll be fine. Yeah, that should be okay. Once this is finished... Oh shit, they can't get up here. The dickhead. I did not realise. What's that? Sorry, Max. No building with no door, just power wheel, bed and outhouse. No toilet, so they piss themselves and eventually drown in their own piss. That's literally what we used to do. That was like the vomit comets. You'd make a little room and have a mesh floor, and everything that they pissed or puked or whatever, you collect at the bottom, and then you turn it into, well, you'd boil it and turn it into clean water. Oh, lady! Enraged just said, "You're the beauty!" And I knew should have stopped watching. She only pops in briefly normally, Enraged, so if she says something to you, it's because she's spotted you and wants to say hello. She doesn't lurk for very long, the dragon. She's not got much of an attention span. She gets very bored of Oni. She doesn't like Oni, let's face it. Okay, so that can now be done, which means we can connect this back up so we can collect our sweet green mist, which will be good. We need that oil to overflow. I need to put a tile in here before it does overflow. And then the last thing we're going to need is power. I'll make sure you're above 1,000,000. And then we'll put in our feck off and put in our conduit. Conductive wire even. Fucking conduit. That can go through there. To make sure we don't get another bottle of oil just yet. I know, it's going to flow this way, so that's fine. And then there's one natural gas pump, pipe, there's the other one. Yeah, we're fine. Then we can rip out all this crap then, and I can build the actual gas rooms. Doesn't like Oni? Get rid of her. I told you, she won't even play it. Won't even try it. She just knows it's not her thing, so she doesn't play it. I mean, I don't blame her. There's games that I'm like that with. There are games like that I'm like. I wouldn't even touch it. So, we'll now get that done. We can sweep this out. And yeah, I can figure out piping and tidy this crap up later, but for now, I just needed to make sure I've got access to the rooms. So we can pump in from here. It's not the best, but it'll have to do. I could also just gone straight down with it. It might have been a bit tidy if I did that, actually. Let's do that. It's tidier. It's much tidier. I'll make sure I've got a bridge to there. That's much tidier. Because once this crap's gone, I might run the carbon dioxide pipe out this side and just gather up this one. Or maybe not, actually. Don't have to build like 15 bridges to get across this shit. We'll see. We'll see. Figure out later. So, please swip this. And we need a bottle empty for down here as well. We can get rid of you now. We did our science. I'm not cooking any more critters. I felt terrible. I felt like a naughty boy about it. Just put 2 in. Fuck you. Put them in for now. Lovely. Right, that should be fine. Beautiful. Just checking nothing's gone dastardly wrong anywhere. I think everything's okay. Cool, 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 cool. Please don't fall in there, you fucking dangus. Fucking dangus. Oh. Ah. Even my teacher threatened to throw me in the trash. Damn, I think I need to take the hint. Oh dear. Stinky looks to be ruined, by the way. We'll have to do another check in a minute. I didn't put anybody to rest after we did the old... Don't you dare. I didn't put anybody to rest after the great scolding of just earlier on. Nicola, I'm not fucking playing. I'm not playing. There we go. It's weird how if you pause it, they'll reassign their job. So I can move her to there, pause it, move her back to here, and she'll pick a new job. What are you saying, Max? What are you saying now? What's going on? Right, let's get rid of the crude oil. With some speed. Did I lose a suit somewhere or is somebody digging? Did somebody slip out and I wasn't paying attention? Oh no. Oh yeah, I've lost one. No, they're sleeping. Fine. I thought I'd lost a suit then. Okay. I need this stuff to be swept up. We'll mop this crap here. And then we should be good to go on that. I don't know what sort of build we'll do here. I don't know if we'll do like a big horizontal one all the way across. Or if we want to do two separate boys. Excuse me. Lost the suit, not a dupe. Yeah. Yeah. I'm more concerned about the suit. More concerned about the suit. Right. Let's get you boys leveled up. Gossman and Rowan. Excellent. Rowan the sexy nurse man is coming along an absolute treat. What an asset to the colony. And what a sexy nurse man he is as well. Okay. Cool. We've got our vent in. We should now be able to build these tiles. All being well. And build these tiles as well. That should be us good to go. Oh wait, hold on. Let's see where this bridge goes. No, my luck, it's going to pop inside. What's the new gas storage going to be? This one will be for carbon dioxide, I think. Carbon dioxide, polluted oxygen. I just wanted to get it built because we had to sort. I had to sort the piping out so I can get my natural gas out because my natural gas piping went to here, you see, from my pumps. So I had to find a way to get my my gas pipes out. But now that we've done that, that is fine. That bridge is for pumping something in. This bridge is for venting out. Cool. So we'll get these walls done. We're nearly there. Schwep. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We're getting there, guys. It's working. We've got a load of oxygen backed up in here. We've got a shitload of chlorine backed up. We've got a shitload of natural gas backed up. This is going to be for stinky oxygen. But honestly, we've not got that much. We've not got that much polluted oxygen left. We've sort of converted a lot of it. We've got a few pockets here and there, but we've not got loads. We might make a polluted oxygen maker in the future if we find ourselves with a surplus of dirty water. But until that point, I'm probably just going to keep cleaning the shit and just get rid of it because I don't want it. It's dirty and it makes germs and it's smelly. And I should really get rid of all this crap as well. Very smelly, boys. Don't quite know what's happened here. Looks like we've had a bit of a nasty melt, but that's fine. All this ice biome's melting, which is kind of nice, actually. Oh, shit, and I never finished connecting this stuff, did I? Dickhead. Let's get this done. Before I forget. And then we can rip this crap out. Now, it will have done... For some reason, it does wire replacement with, like, a priority 5. Even though I selected priority 9 or priority 8. So, we'll change that to an 8, actually. And be on our way. And that's one less little dupe delivery that needs doing. Oh, fucking excellent. Right, okay. So, yeah, I don't know whether I want to do one central build in the middle here. So what I mean by that is, imagine this is like insulated tiles or something. I don't know if I want to do like one big boy here. Or two big boys. Do you know what I mean? Big boys. I think I want 2, because we've technically got 2 power grids. The only problem is I don't think we'd be able to get very much in here. Unless we just built it to there and fuck off the idea of a walkway. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Got a big heavy wire there. Yeah, fuck it. Guys, we're going big. We're going fucking big. We're going big twice. We're building out of igneous because I'm poor. But this is what we're doing. These ladders are non-ladders. This is the only one that I kind of want to avoid cock blocking. So there is our room. This is one side. What are people saying? What's going on? How does one cheat the system on gas storage? Please explain. I am new. Elapsus, how are you, buddy? You're not new. You're not new. You've been around forever. I still remember the Shag Panthers in RimWorld. You've seen me play Oni. You know how this stuff works, I'm sure of it. In terms of the storage, just to explain, we've got a full tile of oil, and then we've got a little bit of oil, right? Just a tiny bit of oil in front of these vents. 700 grams, 1,000 grams, tiny bit of oil. Basically, what that allows is the gas to keep pushing in and pushing in and pushing in. So you can never overpressurize your vent, meaning that we get ridiculous amounts of gas in the room. So 1.5 tons of natural gas per tile, 200 kilos of chlorine, 500 kilos of oxygen. Do you see what I mean? So that's what that does basically. What else have I missed? New because this game updates and I can't keep up. Fair enough, buddy. Oh, good night. Take it easy and thank you again for your generous gifting tonight. It's fucking incredible. And to everybody that was gifted subs tonight, thank you very much. Much love to M. To give her, him, her, I just assume gender. To give M their full title, it's So thank you. Thank you again. Have a lovely evening. Right, okay. Okay. So if I do this, we could always put some other gubbins in the middle, or I could put more power grid down here. What do we reckon? What do we think? Oops, daisy. Do we like this idea? Do we like how this will make the base look? Then we'll have this big space to do some other gubbins with over here. Like refineries or petroleum, you know, that sort of stuff. What do we think? Everybody's gone quiet. Is it a daft idea? Do you not like it? I kind of like it. Try to build over pressure tank with oil, but oil just push up water into the airflow tile. Try to build an overpressure tank with oil. Oh, right, okay, yeah, you do it slightly different. You do this sort of, these vents, you do it on the ceiling. That's how it works with liquids. If you've got a liquid that floats on everything else, you have to put your thing on the surface, on the ceiling. You just flip it. Right. What do we think? What do we think? I don't even know how I'm going to cool this. I've not even thought that far yet. Maybe cool it with the return water that's going into our this build. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. So you're going to be big, and then actually that might be wrong. I'm planning. Give me a sec, and then we're going to crank on with this, and they can all just smash it in one go. For fuck's sake, let me cancel that. I'm just planning. It's going to be a big boy. So there's our power wire to connect the different floors, and then we'll have natural gas boy. How many do we want? 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's slightly unsettling. Oh, we can't quite fit enough in. We'll put a lot in. Fuck it. Do you think farm stations are worth it for Bristle Blossoms? For your own supply for your dupes, you mean? Yeah, it's more just you're giving yourself an issue though with having to make more fertilizer. But yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why not at all. What do we think? 3 wide, does it fit nicely? 3. Oh, it kind of does. I know, but that can be a mesh tile, I suppose. Yeah, that'd work. That'd work. We'll put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Be 9 on each side, and then a little pump down here. We could have a little pump down here, actually. Fuck it, we're doing 10 on each side. Bollocks, we're going big. Bollocks to it. There's going to be another floor in here as well. So you're going to be hollowed out. You're going to be like this. Go big or go home. Indeed. Do we want this to be mesh? I don't think we do. I think we can make this just tiles. Let's make this bigger. And then make it like that. And then this can be mesh tiles, and then this can drop down to a little pump. This is where and pump will be. Excellent. I'm completely cock blocking this access here, but that's kind of the point. They're meant to be coming out of here anyway. So that is fine. And we'll just get rid of you. So basically these generators will spew out their water down here, which will then flow down here, get collected here, and then we can do stuff with it. That's the plan. Like so. Do we like that? It's very simple. And then we'll run some liquid piping behind them, and jobs are good. So I'm going to leave a couple of these generators in place, but where there's big masses of stuff to dig out, I'm just going to rip it all out. And then we will make all this priority 9 like a fucking badass. Because why not? And then whilst they're doing this one, I'm going to do the other one on the other side. Because I'm a badass. Simple as that. Go. Build this. Immediately. And then same goes over here. Kind of wish I'd not done this here now. I decided to remove the bridge from this side, but I think that might have been the better spot for it altogether. Well, we'll see. Right, make you off. Yeah. You can set up some gas pumps to pull out the polluted O2. Well, it's kind of why I was looking at the gaps between. I was going to do like a 2-wide gap and then a 1-wide gap, and I thought I don't need that much power for starters, and also I can put a pump in here to collect the polluted oxygen, which would be lovely, because I don't have a polluted oxygen supply. So that'll be good. That would be good. Okay. So whilst all that's going on, let me map out the other side like a priority 1 or something. So you're going to be like that, 3 wide, balls, 3 wide. So I'll probably need to run a wire down from here again like I did on the other side, but that's fine. That is not a big deal. How high is it? 3. Lovely. Don't know why I'm building all these out of iron. But fuck it, I'm doing it. I've done it now. Building everything out of iron, it's probably the one resource I should be saving, really. Oh, jeez. I might make this 2 of these actually mesh. Thinking about it. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get this wire in here as well. I'll figure out where I'm gonna put this pipe in and stuff. What have I done? Why did I get rid of the wrong block? What a fool. You're not hurting for power right now. You're probably fiddle with the gold volcano instead. I'm gonna just cap the gold volcano in a minute and decide what to do with it. But I am kind of hurting for power a little bit. My with the aqua tuners running, I'm draining my batteries more than my coal gens and hydrogen gens and stuff can supply. That's what I noticed before. We were having brownouts, which I don't want. And this is something I did mention at the start of the stream I need to get done. We're sat on so much natural gas, it doesn't make sense that I'm still pissing away hydrogen and coal. Hydrogen that I'm definitely going to need later. And I don't think we've got that much hydrogen backed up. 100 kilos, it's fuck all. So I'm going to want that stuff. How did oxygen get up here? Piss. I need to fix this really badly, but I just can't be arsed. Volcano's dormant. Yeah, I think it's dormant for like another 30 cycles or something. 33 cycles. I've got time. I've got time to mess about. This should only take a few cycles to get up and running, really. Because it's not exactly a complicated build. I'm going to slap some piping through it. I'm reckoning it's probably going to affect it's probably going to affect this build quite a lot. Where's all the polluted water gone out of these pipes? Have I lost some polluted water, or is it just that it's all cooled at the minute? I think they're ahead of the game on cooling. I think that's what's happened. But what I'm thinking is, like, this return water now that's coming back from the base at like 20 odd degrees, this is perfect. I'll just run this through the natural gas things. I think that'd work. I've just remembered they've got this derpy, great big fucking pipe here that needs to be removed as well. Oh, they're going to leave loads of debris on the ceiling. I'm going to have to remove some of the tiles. That needs to be done. I'll do the rest of it later. Lovely. How do you deal with depleting clear water? You just need to get your geysers capped, deep game. Try not to use too much water on plants and stuff, and get all your geysers capped as quickly as you can and start gathering that water. Always store as much of your water as you can. Like, that's the whole thing with geysers now. Make sure you save as much as you possibly can. Oh, thank you for the follow as well, buddy. Things like research and stuff cost a lot of water, so you need to sort of factor that in when you're looking at your water supplies thinking, I've got loads left. You need to be conscious that it soon gets depleted. So if, like me, you don't have lots and lots of water supply, it's worthwhile making sure you're gathering it all as much as you can. So I wasted probably 120, 150 cycles or something just making sure I got all my geysers even barely capped. And then I can go back and prettify them later, but at least I'm getting the water off them for now, you see. So I'm always gathering my steam into water. And it's always just going into my base and being stockpiled. Like, not having water late game fucking sucks, so... where does the return polluted water go currently? It goes into these little holding tanks. So the return from our electrolyzer build up here, which will probably be running a bit more in a bit as well when we start using more exosuits. The return pollutant water comes down this pipe, and then it hits a tank or a series of tanks where it sits until it's ready to be processed, and then it gets processed through here and dumped out. The problem is we're not consuming the cold water quickly enough at the minute, so it's sitting here waiting. But when we start using more and more oxygen for exosuits and stuff, we'll get through it. And we're probably going to take some more dupes as well, don't forget, so we'll feel that pain as well. And if we need more hydrogen, we're gonna need to keep the hydrogen grind going, or the oxygen grind going. Yeah, fuck it. This is gonna be big. I don't know if this is gonna be too warm, but I'm hoping if we get all this connected with automation, it should be pretty sweet. The only thing is, nice. I did run a wire down. Beautiful. I wasn't sure if I had a wire to actually use then. So let's run this down here. Like so. I love this sound now. You ready? Oh shit. I like it when you do a big long wire and it connects them all. So we're waiting for water to freeze in the vacuum cooling setup. So we are waiting for the water to freeze in the vacuum cooling setup. The water won't freeze in there, Max. This water has been sat in here for fucking ages. It won't freeze. I've forgotten it was a closed looping, a cooling loop for O2, yeah. Well, it's just me and the Mr. Side green chill planet. What's this, sorry? This should be lucky to be fed, in my opinion. Oh, you made a fucking hamburger helper for dinner tonight. I'm the worst housewife on earth. Right, okay. I'm English. What's a hamburger helper? What's a hamburger helper? Is that like, should be a hamburger, but you've braised it in tomato or something? What's a hamburger helper? And where did all this ceramic come from? Oh, the pipe. Fuck. Yeah, let's just rip this ceiling out so we can get all this gubbins. A ground beef with sauce. That's only a few veggies off spaghetti bolognese. There's nothing wrong with that. Sounds delicious. Oh, Christ. That sounds delicious. There you go, it's delicious. Mac and cheese with hamburger ground. I'm down for that. That sounds like my kind of food. What's wrong with that, Enrage? That sounds fucking awesome. I would like some of that now, please. Hamburger helper is like a boxed dinner that you only have to add brown ground beef to. Basically pasta sauce beef. It's kind of the bottom of the barrel. Oh, people in chat are saying it's awesome. Blood of Nero, it's delicious. It's lazy but delicious, yeah. I'd be down for that. Oh, what's preventing the water in a loop from freezing? Because the automation on these doors only triggers on based on this thermosensor, okay? So because the water, it only gets a short blast from these AETNs, alright? So when this water does get get recharged, if you like, when it gets refilled. It gets a tiny little blast from the ATNs and then instantly toggles off again. And that blast is absorbed by all this body of metal, which doesn't freeze it. Basically, it's not enough to freeze it. It'd have to be, the doors would have to be shut for like a minute or something, and they don't get that long. So it's fine. It's not to say it won't fucking, something catastrophic won't happen in the future and it'll all backfire, because that's generally what happens when Mex points out something. Mex points something out, I say, it's fine. And then 12 cycles later, Mex goes, you see, I told you. And that's what always happens. I'm eventually going to convince you and a lady to come to Kentucky, cook you guys fried green tomatoes and candied yams. Oh, that sounds incredible. There's no convincing needed in Rage. I just need the plane ticket, the accommodation, the rental car, ideally a massage. I just need all those other things. It's not a question of convincing me. Oh, shit. Midwest food besides hamburgers is too wholesome. It's too wholesome, it's gross, really. Oh, I think that sounds fucking amazing. I don't even know what a candied yam is. I've never had a candied yam. I don't know what a yam is. Is a yam a sweet potato? What's a yam? I've never eaten an yam. What the fuck? Oh, is that the pipe behind? Okay. I've never had a yam. Is a yam a baby sweet potato? What is an yam? Somebody, tell me. I don't know what a yam is. Bridge over there. Yam is a yam. Alright, I need to Google what the fuck a yam is. What the fuck is a yam? What the fuck is a yam? Ask Reddit. A yam means the same thing as a sweet potato. There we go! Reddit, you see? A sweet potato. Oh, it's a tuber, a relative to the sweet potato. It's a cousin to the sweet potato. Oh, I see. I see. So it's not a sweet potato, but it's a relative of the sweet potato. Lies, it's a yam. Alright, bud, I'm sorry. I feel like I've offended you. What the fuck? Oh, shit. Yam is a yam. I won't hear anything else about it. A yam is a fucking yam. Alright, bud. Jeez. Candy dough, honey, cinnamon, butter, brown sugar, marshmallows. Marshmallows? And caramel sauce? What the fuck is wrong with you? That sounds terrible. I must be honest. Brown sugar and honey on sweet potatoes is fucking amazing. Literally bang that shit in the oven and that's amazing. But... oh, and butter or olive oil. Marshmallows and caramel sauce. I don't even know what a yam is, but I think you've just ruined it. What the fuck? Yams used to be a subsistence crop mainly grown in Africa before the Europeans invaded. So it's like a tuber. I fucked everything up, forcing them to switch to cash crops. Okay. It's like a Thanksgiving food in the States. Sounds like a fucking dessert. Sounds like a proper dessert. We've made this dessert with a vegetable by putting as much sugar into it as we could. We call it an candied yam. Delicious. Fair enough. Fair enough. Nice, Torella. Shit. Okay, talk shit. Until you eat it, and it's the best thing you've had. Here in Southern States, we eat fried and sweet. I'm not against it. Listen, if you showed me a plate of yams, I would wolf them up. I'm not prejudiced. It just sounds fucking crazy. Dessert, dinner, what's the difference? It's just a matter of sugar, really? Apparently. Right, what am I waiting on? My brain's stopped functioning. I'm thinking about food now. I said before, I've not eaten any tea, really. I'm fucking starving. I'm a hungry boy. Okay. Right, I'm doing the automation wire. My power wire is connected. That's good to go. On this side, I've put the wire in now, and then we can do this, and it shouldn't be a problem. I'm looking at this gas pipe, and I can't decide how I want to do it. This is going to be obviously carbon dioxide, but I'm going to get a carbon dioxide output from my generators as well. The only thing is, well, actually, there's 10 generators. Is it going to be 6? How much is it the output? Is it 60 grams? Oh no, 20 grams. Okay, that's fine then. So I'm going to get 220 grams of carbon dioxide coming out of these. So I'm going to get nearly 450 grams, isn't it? That needs to go in here. Okay, that's fine. Operation Priority 9. Go! I'll figure out this piping whilst they're doing this stuff. So, this carbon dioxide. But I won't be able to pipe... Oh no, I can pipe straight into that from the machines, that's fine. I'm wondering whether I should have moved this fecking pipe somewhere else. Like out this way. That probably would have been smart. But I did not do that. Natural gas is only 30 odd degrees. It's not too warm, is it? Nice to have a yam. I'd love a yam. I would love a candied yam right now. I'd walk over hot coals for a candied yam right now. Sweet potato chips are delicious. Expensive as hell. Tried to make them at home, resulting in failure. Cannot make them thin and crispy. Really, Camo? I've only made them a couple of times, but I used to use... You know there's that slicer on the grater? You know your cheese grater? And you've got thick grated cheese, you've got Parmesan grated cheese, and then you've got like the nutmeg grater. You know, one of those that's multi-sided. You've got the thing for nutmeg, and then you've got the other side, the one that's like big fucking slots. And nobody really likes to use that one, right? Well, what you'll generally find is there's two sides to it. One side of the slot will be bigger than the other. So you can turn it upside down and use one side for cheese, for cutting slabs of cheese or thick bits of cheese. And then the other side you can slice vegetables and shit. Or cheese, really finely. I used that for sweet potato, and they made fucking awesome, like, sweet potato crisps. Just whack them in the oven. Dead good. Dead tasty. I did, like, paprika. I think it was, like, honey and paprika, or... Not honey. It was something sweet and paprika. It's good. I would recommend. I would recommend. Dead easy. Okay, so this is nearly done. I'm going to whack this up as well. I'm basically going to give them lots of jobs to be cracking on with, because I'm conscious that I want to get this online. All the digging stuff down here is pretty much done. They've done fantastic work digging this out today. I mean, they've done some good work. Let's be honest. How much fossil did we actually get? Got 3 tons of fossil. That's not bad. And we've got lots when we actually dig out all these gantry bits that we've been, you know, the walkways that we've been running along. We'll get the rest of this dug out as well. This is good. This is good. Okay. You dropped your connection for a minute and missed all the yam chat. Ah, the yam chat. It was incredible. Probably one of the finest chats we've ever had, I think.